Hello everyone, my name is Vincent. Today I'm going to do this problem on LeetCode, and the problem is about regular expression matching. So last week I have done it in JavaScript, and this time I will do it in Ruby, and I want to see if I still remember how to do it. So for this one, we have a string and have a pattern. So the goal is to see if the pattern match the string. So for the pattern, we can have two different special characters. One is dot, which can represent any single character, and we also have a star, and it means 0 or more of the previous character. So for example, the first example, the output will be false because the pattern doesn't match the string. And for the second example, the output is true because the pattern matches the string, as the pattern has a star and the previous character is A. So star means none or more. So the string has two A's, therefore pattern match the string. And for the third example, the pattern has a dot, and dots mean any character, and after that is a star, so it means we can have none or more of any characters, and therefore it matches the string. And for this problem, we will need to use a dynamic programming table, and it will be represented as an array. And now I will think about how to do this, because I have done it last week. I tried to recall my memory. So for a table, we have columns and rows, and the columns would be the pattern, and for the row would be the string. So first we have the columns. So for the column, it will be the length of the pattern. And for the rows, it will be the length of the string. And then we will need to have a dynamic programming table. So because the length is only 1, it means that for the dynamic program table, there should be 2 rows. Let's check it. Okay. So it means that and now we have 2 rows, and at the moment each row only has 1 column. And by default, we should set it as false first. And the next step, because as I mentioned in my video last week, so for a table, the 0, maybe I should show you the table again. So for the table, 0, if this is the first column, which is 0, and also the first row, which is 0 as well, it will present both the string and patterns are empty, and the 1 here actually means index 0 of the pattern. Therefore, when both the string and patterns are empty, it should return true. And then next step, let's see. And then next step, now for example, so now at the moment we just treat the string as empty. And then the next step is if we have a star. So for example, like this. And also we should start from 1 because no, I will explain it later. Because we start at 1 because for the table, 0 means empty string or empty pattern. So for in order to get 0 index of pattern, for example, we will need to -1. Therefore, here is -1. That's why we must start at 1. Otherwise, if we start at 0, 0 minus 1 will be -1, and we don't have a -1 index. So we are now only looking at the first row, which is treating the string as an empty string. So here, so should be like this. So because we are looking at this character, so now we treated the string as empty, and it will only be true if we look 2 position before. So this is true as this is true. Therefore, this is true. And now, true, false, true, false, true. And now we got the first row right. And next step, So next step, we will need to fill the true or false for the remaining characters. And so here, the time capacity and space capacity will be O. So the length of the rows multiplied by the length of columns. So the time capacity and length capacity will be as this. And for the data structure of dp is an array. So the next step is so if this is a star, then what should we do? So if this is a star, for example here, if this is a star, then, and also if the previous character is the same as the character of the string, or the previous character is a dot, then what should we do? How about we look at another situation. So, if the previous character is not the same as the character in the string, then, for example, like this. So this will be true only because this is also true. Therefore, so it will be like this. J minus 2 is J is the column. So this is only true because this is true. Else if so for example like this, so if this character equal to this character, so if this character in the pattern equal to the character in the string, then whether it's true or false depends on whether this is true or false. Therefore, we will need to refer to the previous row and also the previous column in the dynamic programming table. So for example like this. So whether this is true or false depends on the previous column and previous row. So this is true, therefore this is also true. And for other situation, which means the character is not a star, and also the character is not the same as the character in the pattern, then it will be false. For example, this will give us a false. And now let's go back to the first scenario. So the first way we can have is like this. For example, now we have a star and the previous character is same as the character in the string, and it is true because if we look at 2 columns before, it is also true. And this is true because if we look 1 column and 1 row before, it is true. This is true because we have already said as true, because if both string and pattern are empty, then it will give us true. Oh, and how about this? So it will give us true. So it will give us true because this gives us true. So we are looking at this line, and whether this is true or false depends on whether this is true or false. So now I should be able to make a correct solution. Let's test it. So it's true. Oh, here as well, I forgot it. So it's true, and it's true, and previously I forgot to add this, it will give us false, so that's why I need to put it back. And now let's test it. And now it is accepted, so I have got the solution right. So to recap, the time capacity and space capacity would be O bracket the length of rows multiplied by the length of columns, which is the length of string multiplied by length of pattern, because we have 2 loops here. And for the data structure of this dynamic programming is a way. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it and enjoyed my explanation. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.